back, everyone, to day 4 of our Life's Essentials. 5 days to unpack common sense living. So far, we've explored the power of presence, the liberating art of letting go, and the beauty of connection over perfection. Today, we're facing the truth that every single one of us needs to understand and embrace because life guarantees that we're going to encounter it. Resilience 101, bouncing back with common sense. I'm Jennifer Leigh Turney, and this is my voice. I use my 50 years of life experience to create self-help content because I believe we could all use some common sense solutions to life, love, and happiness. Life is wonderfully unpredictable, and sometimes that unpredictability manifests in curveballs, challenges, disappointments, and outright setbacks. Over 50 years, I can tell you firsthand that I've certainly had my share. I have navigated financial struggles that kept me up at night, faced unexpected health challenges, dealt with career disappointments, and weathered personal heartbreaks. When these things hit, it's easy to feel defeated, to feel overwhelmed, to want to just stay down. It's a natural human response to pain. But what I've learned time and again through every one of these experiences is that your ability to bounce back from adversity isn't some power reserved for a few lucky people. It's not about being immune to pain. No, it's a skill, a muscle you can develop, and crucially, it's rooted in pure, accessible, common sense principles that anyone can apply. It's about not letting a bad moment become a bad day, or a bad day become a bad life. I'm going to say that again. It's about not letting a bad moment become a bad day, or a bad day become a bad life. Now that is a true life's essential. Years ago, I was going to start a business with 2 friends of mine. I had worked for months getting everything going. It was exciting, and I was all in. As it came closer to actually moving in our space, my friends' excitement dwindled, and I soon found out that they were not all in. I felt like the ground beneath me was just crumbling. This vision I had, the plans I'd made, they all seemed shattered. For a while, I felt lost, overwhelmed, and frankly, a little bit sorry for myself. It's okay to feel those things. I even dipped into depression over the failed venture. But when the common sense lessons that I'd been accumulating over the years started to kick in, instead of staying down, letting the weight of the situation crush me, I remembered some simple, powerful truths. This too shall pass. No storm lasts forever. Focus on what you can control. Worrying about what I couldn't change, it was just draining me. One step at a time. When the whole mountain feels overwhelming, just focus on the next foothold. It wasn't a sudden burst of magic or some complicated formula. It was simply getting up, dusting myself off, looking at that situation practically, and figuring out the most sensible, actionable move. It was about choosing to keep moving forward, even when the path was unclear. The common sense truth of resilience is profound. Falling down is a part of life. Well, staying down, that's a choice. We can't always control what happens to us. Life will throw those curveballs, but we absolutely can control our response to it. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or pretending difficulties don't exist. It's about navigating that pain with strength, with wisdom, and with a practical mindset that says, okay, this happened, now what? It's about finding your footing again, learning from the experience, and continuing your journey. It's about not being broken by adversity, but rather shaped by it. 1 year after my failed venture, I took a job. 10 years later, I became vice president of the company. It's about not letting a bad moment become a bad day, or a bad day become a bad life. So what are some common sense ways that we can build this crucial muscle of resilience? First one is acceptance. This is going to be our first step. Acknowledge the situation for what it is, without denial, without resistance. Fighting reality only drains your energy. This is happening. That's the common sense starting point. Focus on what you can control. So much stress comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Common sense dictates that we focus our precious energy on what is within our sphere of influence. Our attitude, our effort, our next actions, our thoughts. Don't waste energy on what's beyond your power. Take small steps. When a challenge feels monumental, the sheer size of it can paralyze us. Common sense reminds us that even the longest journeys begin with a single step. Break down these overwhelming into tiny, manageable pieces. When the mountain feels daunting, just climb a hill. Seek support. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. Lean on your connections, friends, families, a therapist, a mentor. You don't have to go it alone. Sometimes just talking through with someone you trust can illuminate solutions that you couldn't see. Learn from experience. Every setback, every challenge, every disappointment, no matter how painful, it holds a potential lesson. Common sense encourages us to reflect. What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? This transforms adversity into wisdom. Maintain perspective. When you're in the thick of the struggle, it can feel like the end of the world. Common sense reminds us that this isn't the end of your story. It's a chapter, it's a moment. There's always more to come, and your capacity to endure and thrive is far greater than you imagine in the moment. Here's a common sense action for today to start building your resilience. The one step forward plan. Think about current challenges or a setback that you're facing, big or small. Instead of getting overwhelmed by the whole thing, identify just one small, actionable step that you can take today to move forward. It doesn't have to solve everything or even half of it. It just has to move you in the right direction. It could be making a difficult phone call, researching a solution, writing down a few thoughts, or even just taking a walk to clear your head and gain some clarity. The goal is momentum, however slight. 50 years has shown me that the strongest people aren't those who never fall, but those who commonsensically know how to get back up one small, intentional step at a time. This simple truth has carried me through so much. This is certainly one of life's essentials. Join me tomorrow for our final essential truth, the happiness equation. It's simpler than you think. This one ties everything that we've discussed into one beautiful, actionable bow. What's one small step that you can take today to build your resilience? Share your thoughts below. I am eager to hear how you're embracing this truth. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful and subscribe to my voice for more common sense solutions to life, love, and happiness. It really helps the channel reach more people who could use these insights. I'm Jennifer Leigh Turney, and this is my voice. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you tomorrow.